Well, happy birthday, Aunt Kath. Um, I'm here in historic Powder House Square at the historic Powder House in Somerville, Massachusetts. And I know because of your fondness for our country and our history, this is the perfect place to celebrate your birthday. Um, but I would like to begin in an unusual way by it concerns a card game that I received for Christmas a few years ago called Chrononauts. And in this game, you lay out a bunch of cards that represents a timeline of world events, or national events, not world events. Well, some of this version of the game is just national events. So the two cards I've laid. Oh goodness gracious! So the two cards were in 1814, the British burned Washington D.C., and then later in 1916, the Star Spangled Banner became the national anthem. Now, what we can do in this game is certain things we can change. So, if instead of burning Washington D.C., the British are stopped, I can turn this card over, and now the British were stopped. But listen to this. This is one of the each player in the game has a character who has certain objectives, and this particular character has a related objective to what I just mentioned. After burning D.C., the British moved north to attack Baltimore. They bombed Fort McHenry all night, but in the morning the U.S. flag was still there. This inspired a song which became the national anthem a century later. But for this character, in your history books, the British were stopped at Bladensburg, and that song was never written. So, since the British were stopped at Bladensburg, the song that was inspired by the attack on Fort McHenry could not have been written. So, instead of the Star Spangled Banner becoming a national anthem, we have a paradox. So, what we will have to do is in the game, we can come up with a patch card which says America the Beautiful made the national anthem. So we'll put that over the paradox, and now everybody's happy. Well, except for fans of the Star Spangled Banner, which, yeah, I don't have to try to defend. Anyway, I just mean this is a game, so I don't need to analyze all of the subtleties of what makes a good national anthem, and I'm not by this awkwardness. I'm not making a comment on that. I'm merely trying to mitigate the awkwardness that's already present, which I think I'm failing. So I will stop doing that and do something else. Huzzah! Happy birthday! Bye. God bless you, Aunt Kath. Hope you're having a great time in Allendale.